Okay, so roll a history check.
Oh man.
19.
I love not having to do these anymore.
Yeah, you love it so much. Like, there's no even like, hey guys, welcome to the table. You're just like, roll your fucking history. I want to watch you suffer.
13 for me.
That's a 6.
I got a 16.
Reroll. Oh, okay. Juked me. All right, Chowder. What happened in the last episode?
Previously on Dice Populi, Locked and Loaded. We start out on the minecarts. Jedda and Maeve could just go, no problem. Kalt and Bait, not so much.
Also did a very good job.
I think we did pretty decently. I think you're making some judgments upon
For
us.
an entire party whose highest strength was 10, I'll give you that. It was pretty good.
It was. I think overall we did very well.
If you had looked a little bit more intently on the other side of the room, or back where
Pat,
the
stop
Bone
making
Devil
us feel
was,
bad about what we didn't do.
there were cart handles.
Why? Why do you do this to us?
Because it's fun.
Wait till the Q&A. Chowder, what happened?
Bait, using mold earth, finally managed to get the cart going. Kalt just could not get that thing pushing, even though he was pepping himself up.
Wait, that's not true. I was able to get a 23.
Yeah, after I lifted the thing up.
After he lifted the thing up, so...
Yeah.
But Kalt was a very important part of it, so let's not skip over giving him his due.
All right, so, we're running down the carts, and with Jedda and Maeve, there was like a rock jutting out, and we were like, oh no, but Maeve was like, don't worry, I got this.
Yeah.
And turns the rock to ice, and we just smashed through that shit. Meanwhile, with Kalt and Bait, like Kalt just fails being able to stay on the cart, and so Bait with his magnet boots has to
why do you pick the most humiliating bit for me and Ryan to give us the most detailed recap?
Yeah.
You're
I think
just
somebody's
spanking
focusing
us
a little
all
too
over
hard
again.
on our failures and not for our successes.
Chowder, keep going. I think you're doing a great job.
Colin did succeed in keeping you in the cart by giving you a big old hug.
Yeah, so it was a success for friendship, not a failure of Kalt. Thank you.
So Bait manages to keep him on the cart by hugging him. Eventually the carts get to where they're supposed to go. 2 different rooms. Jedda and Maeve just had to figure out a puzzle involving objects on a table and a riddle that ended in a pun, and Bait and Kalt had to get fishes into bowls to coincide with the colors of the rainbow, and we succeeded. We met back up, and then we were in a room full of treasure and a statue in the middle. We were able to hear from some cultists in a trance that we just need to look at the statue in the eyes. But before anyone could do that, Jedda decided to take a gold coin, and that unleashed a freaking djinn. And
Jenny.
When you say it like that, it sounds like you're saying
Why
Ginny from
don't
Harry
you
Potter.
love me, Jenny?
Why don't you love me, Jenny? I know what love is.
Oh my god.
Now this is a Forrest Gump podcast.
So after some firewalls and shit, Kalt casts banishment, which causes the djinni to disappear.
The Jedda.
I love it.
Djinni
I love it.
to disappear for a minute. We all managed to find some nice magical items, and also Jedda was able to get 100 gold. And then we were unable to get out of the room, and the djinni comes back, and he's pissed. And that's where we leave off.
It's now time for the Ginny to come back and exact his revenge for being banished.
So I have a question. Are we maintaining the same initiative order as in the previous episode?
I would like to, just to make
Sure.
so
I'm
that I
fine
don't
with that,
have
because
to.
that puts me at the top of the order.
What I was planning on doing is that I don't know if anybody else was going to do what I said, but I was going to prepare an attack for when he came in, so that I would launch an attack the second he reappeared. I don't know if anybody else was doing that.
I sure didn't.
I was trying to do the shocking grasp on the door.
I was hiding and waiting to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter again. So
I thought that was a really high level spell. How many of those do you get?
Oh no,
It's
Tosh.
first level.
I
No,
think
no,
there-
Tasha's.
Yeah, Tasha's is a first level
level.
spell.
Holy shit. Okay. Whatever.
There's another Tasha's thing that's higher level, I think.
So he is going to come back and immediately cast Thunderwave first and foremost, because he had the same plan as you guys. So
I cast Counterspell.
do I have to save against that, or does it just happen?
What level is he casting Thunderwave at?
It just says at will. So I'm going to say that's the first level if it's at will.
Oh, dip. I was hoping. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it works. I just kind of feel dumb for wasting a third level spell on a first level thing. But yes, it just cancels it.
Oh wait, I wouldn't be giant anymore, right? Because like he comes back after
That's
minutes.
correct.
Yeah,
okay.
it's been a minute.
Yep.
So you are now
It's been a minute.
normal sized Jedda, pockets overflowing with gold.
Yeah, baby. All right. Anyways, so
Well, so
Yeah.
the Djinni comes back into this plane of existence, immediately claps his hands together, attempting to cast the spell Thunderwave, while Kalt deftly and swiftly cancels that out. We are now back at the start of initiative, and Bait, it is your
Oh, wait,
turn.
can our stored
Okay.
attacks go? If we have a stored
If you,
attack?
yeah, if you're
If
holding
you
a
had
reaction,
one,
yeah,
yeah.
you're
Yeah,
holding
I
a
did.
prepared action.
I was going to do
Yeah.
just a firebolt. Straight up firebolt.
yeah, I'm gonna do Tasha City of Slaughter. So
So Firebolt just hits me, right?
No. Firebolt,
It's an attack
not
roll.
fireball.
Oh, okay. So
It probably doesn't. It's a 4 + 9, 13.
against AC,
Yeah, it's against AC.
that is a miss.
I really want someone to go through our episodes and count the amount of times that Ryan has said firebolt or fireball, and one of us is like, "That's this one, right?" And he's like, "No, it's the other one." Like every single time, one
It's
of
not
us
my
gets
fault.
it wrong.
It's a B.
also, Pat, make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage. What
You're not hidden anymore.
do you mean I'm not hitting him? I'm in the.
You've been stealing gold this entire time. Like, what
He
do you
said
mean?
he hid.
You wanted to stay inside the mounds of gold while you're finding this magical item?
You can get back in.
Yeah, that's what I said. I get back
Yeah.
in.
I don't think you would have had time to react by getting back in and also react doing this thing. So you can
Okay.
either stay hidden or you can cast the spell.
Okay, Mom.
Okay, I'm gonna stay hidden then. Yeah.
Okay.
Never mind. No spell.
You could take the hide action, and then you're like actually hidden. But since you're a rogue, you could do that as a bonus action.
But it's not my turn yet, so.
That is true.
Yeah, that didn't hit. So we're back to the top of the initiative order. It's your turn.
Okay, I would like to. So, during the first round of combat, before the banishment, Kalt made an appeal to this thing and called it Crinklesnoot. Would I have any indication that Kalt was correct in assuming that this is the visage of Crinklesnoot?
It did not react when called Crinklesnoot.
Okay, cool. Then I'm just going to. All right. I'm going to kind of step back. I'm going to brandish the unattuned wand of enemy detection, and I'm going to say to it, it's like,
You need a safe word.
yeah. I'm going to say to the Jedda,
I hate this.
we can return your goods if you show us a way out.
Hell no! I yell out.
Yeah,
What is it?
Colt's face just like full of anger. Hell fucking no.
It's my turn, so let's see how this goes. I make the pledge, I hold out the wand, and I say this. Is there any reaction?
No.
No reaction at all.
There's no reaction at all.
All right, then I'm going to after holding it out for a moment, for like a second, if there's no reaction, I'm going to cast Gust of Wind and create a strong line of wind trying to propel Jedda back to the throne, which blah, 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 blah. Each creature that starts its turn in the line must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet away in the direction following the line.
Is it against your spell save?
I don't know that you.
It said
Yes.
strength saving.
Yeah,
throw.
yeah, on each turn, if you succeed or you get pushed 15 feet.
Okay.
But it's concentration up to 1 minute, so I'm going to keep it going.
Yeah, so I'm going to make my strength save now.
Because now it should be your turn.
Yes. I got... What is your spell save, DC?
14.
I beat that. Okay. So, he's in the middle of the room. I assumed you guys all spread out, so he's not...
Yeah.
He's going to move towards Kalt because he just launched the firebolt. And he is going to attempt to attack you. I can't believe you would do that!
Pat, we've been friends for so long.
What is your AC, BT Dubs?
Currently 16.
Okay. That's a crit fail. Really bad. And even worse. I'm going to say the crit fail cancels out the one that may have hit. So he swings the scimitar 3 times at you. All 3 of them just absolutely whiff. And the final one, he kind of like swings so hard because he's angry he missed the first 2, and he gets his sword stuck in the ground.
I want to say that it's all missed due to Mr. Magoo like actions on the part of Kalt. Like,
yeah. Okay, so the djinni is so frustrated that his sword is now in the ground. He's trying to pull it out of the ground, and it's Maeve.
Okay.
Can't believe I missed those attacks. It was nuts.
I am going to take the hide action and try to hide behind one of the piles of gold.
Okay.
So I need to roll stealth, contested by your passive perception.
I'm going to say that you have advantage because of the fact that he's focused on Kalt.
Ooh, awesome. So that's a 22 and an 18. So 22.
Yep, you beat it.
Okay, so I am hidden from the djinn or djinni, and God damn it. And I'm just gonna try to keep a very close eye as to what is unfolding in front of us.
Okay, that brings us to Jedda.
Alright.
Now you're going to try to cast Tasha's.
Actually, at this point, I'm just gonna... How far away is he?
I'm going to say 20 feet.
All right. I'm going... Actually, is he facing away from me or like...
He's facing the opposite direction. His back is turned.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use my dash action as a bonus to rush up and hit him in the back with a rapier.
Okay.
That'd be a sneak attack if I ever saw one.
Yep.
Would be, and you also have advantage on
You get
attack.
sneak attack if you have advantage.
Oh, okay.
Well, you can also get sneak attack if there's somebody next to the person.
Right.
Yes.
But that's still advantage.
Well, it works for range too.
So that's a 27.
That is a hit.
That is 23 damage.
Not bad.
Yikes.
So, as the djinni is attempting to pull his sword out of the ground, you run up behind him, cut him across the back with a nice long slash with your rapier, and cries out in pain, letting go of his sword entirely.
I think I said I use a dash attack action to get to him. I want to take that back. That's just my move action. I'm gonna then disengage as a bonus and run as far away from him as I can, which is 30 feet.
You have 30 total movement.
30 feet of movement. Yep.
You had to use 20 to get in range.
Use dash.
He said
just
he
took
did.
dash
He
back.
wanted to walk it back.
So you could get
Yeah.
10 feet away.
I can still get 10 feet away. Yes, you're right.
Yeah. So you're 10 feet
Okay.
away.
So that's out of reach at least.
Yeah, I'm 10 feet away now. Yes.
Theoretically.
What does theoretically mean?
He could have longer reach than
Yes, I know. I'm
touch.
sorry.
So.
That's fine.
Okay, that is Jedda's turn. It's now back to Kalt. He is still directly in front of you with his sword in the ground in front of you.
I'm going to use a disengage action and run 30 feet away.
Okay.
I'm a soft
Okay,
boy.
that's...
I'm a soft boy. I've got 40 hit points.
Everyone's pretty far away from Jedda at this point, right?
10 feet away.
Jedda is
so
10 feet away. Kalt is 30 feet away. You are however far away you wanted to be.
I'm imagining pretty far. I tend not to get close to things unless you
The
have
furthest
an
you can
objection.
get in this room is about like 100 feet.
Yeah, no, I'd be like... my plan was to try to stay at like that 30-foot distance, but...
And then Maeve is hidden in a gold pile that's probably about 60 feet away.
All right, my turn.
It's back to Bake.
Okay, so noticing that that Jedda is currently in the process of running away, but everyone else is at a decent distance, I'm going to say, sorry about this one, and I'm going to use the Birch Staff of Warming once again to cast Fireball, which... hold on, let me pull this up. Actually, Ryan, you probably have Fireball memorized at this point.
Yeah, it's 8d6.
8d6 damage, and then the
I have to
Jin makes
do
a
a wisdom
dex
save.
save.
Dex save.
Dex save. Jedda's probably also going to have to make this because at 10 feet, they would be...
You can place the fireball so it doesn't hit her.
Okay, yeah, if you think geometrically, it's a 20-foot radius. So if you think geometrically I can place it so that it will hit the Jinn and not Jedda, I'm going to do that.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, cool. I don't feel like rolling
You just
a bunch
throw
of
it out
dice,
you throw it out in front of the Jinn so that the circle barely misses Kalt and
So how many
Jedda
D
both.
what's now?
8d6.
I failed.
So you take a total of 32 damage from the blast.
All right.
So the djinni is engulfed in flame after you cast your fireball. He's very clearly taken aback by how strong you guys are.
And so after the fireball settles, I noticed that Jedda was in fact not harmed by it, thank goodness. And I'm going to say, do you want to reconsider our offer?
I ain't giving back shit.
And Bait does the typical, okay, just come on, look at the, okay? okay. Shh, let me do my thing.
Do you have any other actions you want to take?
Nope, that is my action.
So the djinni, now no longer crit failing, picks up his sword, and he starts to fly over to Kalt.
Wait a minute, so he's out of the gust of wind, right?
Oh yeah, I moved out of it unless I have to
okay,
keep
you are
doing
out of
that.
it. Okay, I'm gonna drop concentration on the gust of wind.
You said you were 60 feet away, or are you the full 100 feet away? Dave?
Me, I was 30 feet away when I cast the fireball. 30
Okay.
feet away from the djinn.
So he's going to move to you instead, because you were the one who
Does-
most recently hit him.
Does Jedda get an opportunity attack?
She is
No,
10
because
feet
she's
away.
10 feet away.
Oh, okay.
I'm too far. Yep.
Oh, yeah, you
Unless you
moved away.
had a reach weapon, but I don't think you do.
I
So
do not.
he's going to do the same thing. He's going to make 3 attacks against you, Bait.
Okay.
The first one was a 26. The
Okay.
second one was also a 26. Holy shit. And
Okay.
the third is a 14. So
Two
it was
of them
15 plus 12. So that would have been 27.
Yeah.
Plus 3, 30. You take 30 damage.
All right.
Thunder damage.
Let me actually double check that.
I am very happy I moved away.
I'm quite surprised you didn't just go for me. I was right at hand.
Yeah, I just blasted the fuck out of it.
You can clearly see he's attacking the person who hurt him most recently.
I take the damage that hits from the scimitar. I'm wearing the Mariner's breastplate from Turtle Bay, and that is like real chunked up at the moment. It's got some big gashes and some blood spurts through as I recoil from the attack.
But the thunder damage, you're not like...
No resistance.
So it is now back to Jedda. Or actually, Maeve. Sorry.
You said I'm 60 feet away from it?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to cast Frostbite on it. Make a Constitution save.
Okay. I got an 18.
You pass. So there's a little... It starts to feel a little frosty.
A little chilly.
A little chilly, but it passes. The feeling passes. And that is my turn in less than a minute.
Okay. Now it's Jedda's turn. So he moved 30 feet away. You were 10 feet away. The hypotenuse of that kind of triangle is about 40-ish. So he's still kind of out of your range, unless you wanted to use an extra, like a dash action to get closer or something.
You know what? I'm just gonna take out my longbow and shoot him.
Okay. So he is within 5 feet of Bait, if that gives you your sneak attack.
Sure does.
All right. Yeah. Oh,
Yep.
Sweet. That's a 19.
That was a hit.
All right. Sweet. First, we will roll the. Why did I never write down how much damage a longbow does?
D8.
Yeah.
D8 plus your dex.
That tone that Matt just had is like, do I have to do everything around here?
All right. 4 plus 4, that's 8 damage, and then my sneak attack is 28 damage.
So 28.
All right. Okay.
All right, and then I am going to move and hide in a pile of coins. Hiding being a bonus action. Yes.
Yep. So your bow, or your arrow rather, hits the genie in his shoulder blade, and it's kind of stuck there. Definitely starts to see some blood escaping from this wound now. He is starting to get very, very hurt.
Starting to. Wow. Bait loves hearing that as he's getting chunked up real bad and everyone's running and hiding in piles of gold.
It's fine. You fell out of a tree.
Okay, we're at Kalt's turn now.
All right. How far away am I from the Jedi?
So you had moved 30 feet away from it. It moved 30 feet down. I'm gonna say you're about 60 feet.
All right.
No, you would be less than 60 feet. So let's call it 50.
All right. I'll begin my turn with a Toll the Dead. So you need to make a Wisdom saving throw, DC 17.
I got a 9.
Ooh. Okay. So 2d12. First one is a 9. Next one is a 7, so 16 points of damage, and then I'm going to move an additional 30.
What kind of damage is it?
Oh, yeah, it's
necrotic or something?
It's necrotic.
Good
Okay.
damage.
I am then going to, is there any more room that I can, like, get more distance between us?
Yeah, you could run kind of north if we're going by cardinal directions.
All right,
and
I'm
get
going
further
to,
away.
if I need to, run my full 30 feet of movement to get as far away as possible from this.
Yeah, you're like
jetbag.
against the wall now.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
done. Yeah, that's it.
We're back at the top of the order with bait.
Okay, am I still 5 feet from this boy?
Yeah, you're in touch range.
Turn into a big beefy monster with lots of hit points.
That's kind of what I'm thinking, but like I have limits.
Metagaming.
Okay, so I've been knocked back from the attack, and I'm like I'm hurting a little bit from this as djinni towers over me. I see everyone else in the room just kind of scampering from cover to cover, and I'm just like, all right, I guess I better do my part. And I turn into, much like Kalt not long ago, a cave bear.
Oh, hell yeah.
And though that is my, I believe that is just going to be my action. So as the cave bear, I'm just going to slam my paws down on the ground and let out a big ol' roar.
Roll intimidation for me.
Okay.
That uses
Hold on
bait
1 second.
stats, though, because he keeps his mental facilities when he transforms. For wild shape?
I mean, I keep my mental faculties remain intact, I believe. So I will just roll using my stats. So you said intimidation?
Yes. But I'm rolling a save against that, and I
18.
got more than that. So he is not super taken aback. He's surprised that you turned into a bear, but he's not intimidated at all.
All right, cool. So that's my turn.
Okay. He was most recently damaged by Kalt, so he's going to use his full fly speed, which is 90 feet. He cannot quite get in range of you, and he's going to cast the whirlwind on you.
That's a opportunity attack there, bait.
Sure is.
He's going to cast the whirlwind on you. Sounds less like he's casting a spell and more like he's about to do a wrestling move.
Yeah.
True.
So hold on. Question. Doing an opportunity attack, does that allow me a single attack, or is it like a full attack action?
One single attack.
Then as djinni tries to run away, let's see, I am going to reach out with my claws, bucking up off the ground and swiping out at them. That is a 22 to hit.
That's a hit.
That is a hit. Okay. And then let's see if we do 2d6 plus 5. That is a 5 and a 1. Crap. So I swipe out and slash at his back for 11 damage.
Okay. As
Wait,
you...
if there's a specific line left by the rapier, I want to like cross it in another direction to make a little X.
Okay. You kind of slash across his back with your paw, leaving 3 distinct slash marks in the opposite direction of the rapier. So
Woo!
it kind of almost looks like Roman numerals.
Wait, is that the key to the puzzle?
Oh my god, shut up.
I want to get out of this room so bad, guys.
He flies over to Kalt and starts to engulf him in the whirlwind. So
There's
you
something I
can
have
make...
to roll to save.
Yeah, you make a strength saving throw.
All right. That's an 8 minus 1.
That's
I'm sorry.
I do have a question for magical item purposes.
Okay.
I have that one weird coin thing.
The all-in coin.
What do coin do?
Yeah, the all-in coin. Flip a coin. If you guess correct, you auto succeed on a failed roll. So how do you want to do it? Do you have a coin handy, Pat?
I don't have a coin per se, but I can roll a die and we can go odds and evens.
All right, I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna roll a d20.
Okay, I'm gonna say even. And as I flip a coin, as this thing is like engulfing me.
Hey, quick, somebody catch the coin. Catch it. No, it fell. Nah, I'm just kidding. That coin, we'll see what happens to it in a sec. It's Colin doing the breakaway for this episode, Chapter 42, Helping Hands, a community-elected title whose significance will become evident before the end of the episode. Now, this breakaway is going to be pretty quick. Just want to shout out a couple things. Want to call our attention to 3 things. First is we are coming up on our next 5W, our 5th Wednesday bonus episode. Whenever there's a 5th Wednesday in a month, we want to drop a little something in the feed. And it's going to be a crazy one, a really fun one for 2 reasons. One, we are approaching the end of season of the Jerrys. In between 5Ws, we try to set up these seasons, kind of like, your Fortnites, your Destinies, the games with battle passes. The idea is that over the course of a season, there's a specific theme. We do some stuff surrounding the theme, and we, let the community also do some stuff. Little competitions, contests, fun things to keep track of. This was our inaugural season, so we're going to talk about what we think worked, what we think didn't, what we want to change or add. And we've got a lot to talk about in terms of what we're going to add to our show and community stuff. And all that information about the next season, title redacted, is going to be sandwiched in between the bread that is the adventure run by Chowder, a one-shot in the Call of Cthulhu system with Chowder, Patrick, our friend Keenan from the Common Geeking program, and more friends from another podcast that you might have heard of called Microphones and Monsters. So in 2 weeks, we're going to have a big update on the state of the show, what we're doing going forward, what we've got in store for you, just full of thanks and fun, all wrapped in the nice package of a horror game. So I think it's going to be a really great time. Second thing I want to talk about our Patreon is Ryan recently did a Q&A this a couple weeks ago on the Discord. He had a question and answer session about the Eberron setting. An edited version of that should be up on our Patreon now for free. So even if you don't subscribe to our Patreon and pay us money, you can go check that out at your leisure. So that'd be patreon.com/dicepopuli. Go to dicepopuli.com too. There's a link right there. Lastly, I want to keep shouting out some of our patrons. I'd love to go down this list and talk about the folks that have had made the show better than what it was with their financial support and their contributions to our community. Those names are Abby and Carter Milius. Abby, you might also hear that name at some point in this show, maybe understand the significance. Carter, I've been having some chats with them as well, and I don't know how to keep saying thank you more than just thank you, but really, thank you all. And if you haven't heard your name less and you are contributing to our Patreon, stay tuned. You will hear your name all in good time. But that's really it. Nice and clean, nice and quick. We're in the middle of a big battle with the djinni. So let's hop back to it. Last I checked, Kalt was flipping the coin, and I guess we're going to have to find out. What do coin do?
I'm gonna roll a d20.
Okay, I'm gonna say even. And as I flip a coin, as this thing is like engulfing me.
It is even.
Oh yeah.
I rolled a nat 20.
Okay, I catch the coin in my hand and I don't know how you want to color the situation.
Yeah. So, as you begin to be engulfed in a wall of wind, you reach into your pocket with all of the strength you can muster, and you whisper, "What do coin do?" And you flip it, you watch it spin through the air and somehow not get blown about by this cyclone, landing heads up in your palm. And as soon as that happens, you burst through the wind wall into the nearest space that is not currently being occupied.
Oh my god, thank god. I found what coin do.
So that is the djinni's attack. That means we're back at Maeve.
Okay. Seeing all of this happen, I'm going to see Bait transform into the bear, and I'm going to be like, oh, okay. And I'm going to cast Enlarge Reduce again on the bear.
Yeah.
And I'm going to twin it this time and enlarge Jedda as well.
Okay.
So, y'all double in size, weight multiplied by 8. You guys are now large. You guys have advantage on strength checks and saving
that's not how
throws.
density works.
And your attacks do an extra d4.
Should I just add that to the cave bear stuff, or should I become a giant bear? Because that's another thing.
I would make the cave bear double.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't
Although
understand how you
if you
double in
transform-
size, but your weight goes up by 8 times.
Because it's a volume. Because it's 3 dimensions.
I get that, but that's not how density works.
Well, magic.
With biology, if you get a little bigger, you need like a lot more bone and muscle. It's not just like you stretch out what's already there.
I guess.
It's like it's exponential. Okay, so I'll just ask for a refresher on those details on my turn if I need it. Big bear bait, blue bowl,
Big bear energy.
Oh my god.
beautiful baboon.
And if Maeve does not have any other actions,
That's all I got.
we are on to large Jedda.
All right. How far is the gin from me?
At this point, were you hiding again, or
Yeah, I was hiding again.
yeah? He's probably about 60 feet away.
Gotcha.
So directly in your path, if you wanted to run a straight line at him, would be the throne.
I see. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run the full 30 feet, cast Misty Step, so that
Bonus action, right?
Yeah, that's a bonus action. Cast Misty Step and then slash him with my rapier.
For flavor, I'm gonna say you run part of the way, Misty step to the other side of the throne, and keep running.
Gotcha.
Just because I think that's funnier.
You dick.
What? Is that not funny?
That was being funny.
I was being an asshole there. I apologize.
That was fucking great.
Okay, so you attack with your rapier. He is currently kind of, I don't know if you're flanking necessarily, because I guess it depends. Which direction did you want to pop out, Called? Actually, let's do this randomly, because I don't want to make you get to choose that. So I'm going to roll a d4, and it's going to, 1 will be to the in front of you, 2 will be to the right, 3 will be behind you, and 4 will be to the left. And if he comes out on the right side, then you will be flanking. He came out on the left.
All right.
So you have kind of like a triangle situation going on. You and Kalt are in a line, and then the djinni is off diagonally from both
So
of you.
no sneak attack is what you're saying?
I don't think so.
No, probably not. I'm just...
The djinni's not in reach of an enemy, and Chowder doesn't have advantage.
They are in reach, so I'm trying to figure out what the advantage rules are
typical
exactly.
rogue trying to lawyer his way into a sneak attack.
Pat, what are you trying to figure out?
Does he have advantage on the attack because Kalt is in reach?
No, but he does get sneak attack.
So no advantage on the attack, but you will get sneak attack if you hit.
Okay, sweet. Come on, don't let me down.
That's a sneak attack roll, not advantage.
Right.
Yep, that's a 10.
That is not a hit.
That was pretty much everything. I'm done here.
And then we are on to Kalt.
So he's like right next to me, right?
Yep.
Oh, guys, I don't know about this.
Jeez. Oh, no, Rick.
Yeah, that is the feeling currently. I'm a squishy little man. I'm going to be a cheeky little boy, and I am going to cast blindness on him. You need to make a Constitution saving throw, saving DC 17.
I did not get that.
He is now blind, which means he has disadvantage on attacks, and other people have advantage on attacks. Let me...
That's like permanent sneak attacks against him now while he's
that's
blind.
fucking great.
Yeah, boy!
Do I get to save against it every turn?
Yeah,
Or
so
is it-
at the end of each of its turns, the target can make a Constitution saving throw on a success. The spell ends. So
Okay.
until
Well,
the,
cool, but guess whose turn is before that?
yeah, I am going to. It doesn't even. I'm going to risk it, and I'm going to run 30 feet away. I'm going to.
Okay. So he's going to make an opportunity attack, but he has disadvantage because he can't see you.
Yes.
So fighting Locke on the beaches of Turtle Bay was just practice.
He crit failed, and I'm going to say he slips into the tornado.
Hey!
Clap my ass off.
Why you spinning around, Jenny?
In fights like this, only having aggressive or harmful necromantic or other spells, I can't help people. I have no buff.
I mean, casting blindness on the enemy is basically buffing Jedda, so...
Yeah. Okay. So that means it's Bait's turn, right?
It is Bait Boy turn.
What does the enlarge add to my stuff again? I know I'm larger.
You get a D4 on your attacks, and you have advantage on strength saving throws and strength checks.
I'm also going to say that your speed increases.
That's what I was going to say.
You now take larger steps. So if you're twice as big, you can move double.
Okay, so is this thing within 80 feet of me?
It's just outside that.
What? It was 30. Yeah. It moved that. Oh, right. It flew.
It flew 90 feet. Yeah.
Herk-a-dirk. Okay. Well,
it flew 90 feet and then slipped forward another 5 feet after a crit failed. So it was 95 feet away.
Damn, Turkle dog. That sucks.
I will say, if you wanted to, you could, instead of attacking, charge that entire distance and then launch yourself at the genie and try to crash into him.
That's exactly what I'd like to try and do.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is you're gonna make an athletics check with advantage, and then we're gonna calculate a little bit of bludgeoning damage if you hit.
Fucking off the table. You said athletics check with advantage? That's a 10.
Okay, I'm gonna give you 2 d4s worth of bludgeoning.
Okay, so I'm gonna roar and stomp and giant bear clomp across the room. That's a d8, not a d4. That's a 3, and that is a 4. So, I lunge and I tackle the djinni likely into the wall, I'm guessing? Given how far it is from me. There. And I smash him into the wall, hold him there with 7 points of bludgeoning damage. And my breath probably smells real bad because I'm a bear. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. It's the djinni's turn now. He is going to attempt to attack you, just swinging wildly at whatever just hit him.
Okay.
Or actually, hold on.
You gotta attack with disadvantage.
Yeah, I know. I have disadvantage from being in the wind wall as well, so I'm going to give myself triple disadvantage.
Woofda. If this hits, I'm going to be so angry.
17.
That's the lowest out of 3 rolls? Wowza. Okay, yeah, that hits.
He's bear, so he's got that at least.
You take 17 thunder damage.
Okay, so I am still in bear form and holding my ground against the djinni.
Okay. So he drops concentration on the whirlwind, so he is no longer restrained, and he is going to try to regain his sight with a Constitution saving throw. He got a 15.
Oofda.
That does not do it.
Unless he's got some pluses.
That was total with the pluses. All right, so now we are at Maeve.
Okay. And how far away am I behind this pile of gold?
He's about 80 feet away from you. The scene in front of you right now is the djinni is standing there blinded with a gigantic cave bear and a gigantic Jedda in your path. So if you wanted to cast a spell, you would have to figure out a way to not target either of them.
Then I'm going to step forward 30 feet so that I am 50 feet away, and I'm going to cast Frostbite on the djinni again. And it says you cause numbing frost to form on one creature, so there isn't really a projectile that's being fired. So,
okay.
Make a Constitution save.
Okay.
He's been doing great with those.
Nat 20.
Perfect.
Oh well, shit.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Okay. Let's go
Large
over to
Jedda.
Gigundo Jedda.
All right. I'm gonna run up to him. I'm gonna cast the cantrip Booming Blade. And what that does is I add a d8 of damage. At 5th level, the melee attack does an extra d8 thunder damage to target on a hit, and the damage the target takes from moving increases to 2d8. So basically I hit him, I deal an extra d8 of thunder damage, and then he becomes sheathed in booming energy until the start of my next turn. If he willingly moves 5 feet or more, then he takes 2d8 of thunder damage.
Wow.
Okay.
And he's blind, so I get advantage, right?
And sneak attack.
Yep.
And sneak attack. Oh, thank goodness.
And you get the extra D4 because you're large.
And the extra D4, Jesus Christ.
On the damage, not the attack roll.
I know.
You want to come back in 2 hours when Chowder's done rolling all his fucking dice?
Okay, so anyways, I got a 21.
That hits.
All right, sweet. 2d8s.
Roll the elemental damage separate.
Yeah. Okay.
So do all your normal damage and then tell me what percentage is the thunder damage.
I smell damage resistance.
The thunder damage is 3, and the regular damage is 4.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna add the D4 for being big. That's a 4.
Okay.
and then I'm gonna roll that sneak attack. Oh my god. That's 15 altogether. So, okay, 3.
So 15 plus 4, 19, and then your 2 d8s. What were those?
The thunder damage was 3. The regular damage was I can't remember. I'm just gonna roll again.
Okay.
5.
Okay. So that was 19 plus 5 is 24 plus your thunder damage.
It was okay. Yep.
As you swing your rapier at the djinni, the very first part of your attack, which is your booming blade, kind of bounces off of him, but your blade finishes the attack and follows through, cutting deep into his shoulder, almost severing the tendons, keeping his arm attached. He's very, very hurt.
All right. And if he moves, he's gonna take 2d8. Just so you know.
He's also gonna incur an opportunity attack from Big Bear.
Yeah.
So it is now Kalt's turn.
Alrighty. I will use Fire Bolt.
Wait, which one?
Which one is that again?
Bolt. I'll have advantage on the attack. He's still blind. It's good because the first one's a 2. The next one is a 12 plus, I believe, 7 to hit. Yeah. Oh, it's a plus 9 to hit, so it's a 21.
That is a hit. The positioning is a little bit awkward. You kind of have to shoot it over the bear. Roll a D.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
Use the rules for cover.
Oh yeah, so if he
that
has
would-
half cover.
If he has half cover, it gives +2 to his AC. If he has, 3/4, that gives +5.
So, how tall is Bear Boy?
Humongous,
Okay,
probably.
so I'm a large beast without the buff.
Oh, and then you're huge? That's
So
a
I'm-
20-foot cube.
Yeah, so I'm probably
so
like,
he has-
if I'm on all fours.
Oh, so if he has complete
which I'm
cover,
kinda
then
leaning up.
probably.
He has-
I wouldn't be able to see him.
Right.
If I move beforehand,
You can see
would
like
I be
his
able-
legs a little bit.
If I'm on all fours, I'm probably like still less than 10 feet tall. I don't know how
No.
big this thing is.
No
when it's
way.
floating
Huge
around.
is huge.
No way.
Generally, is a 20-foot cube.
the biggest like opening he has is shooting it underneath you between your legs. Like that's the most cover, or that's the least cover he has.
I mean, I'd do that, but then there's a chance I'll hit my bear dingus, and I don't
Right.
want that.
So you can do
Big
that.
bear dingus.
Honestly, I consider hitting his bear dingus or hitting this thing a win. So I will roll whatever I need to roll to shoot between his
So-
legs.
I'm gonna say, what are the other covers? 3/4.
It's half and 3/4.
Okay, he
and
has
then
3/4
full cover
cover.
is,
So
no
what is
vision at all.
3/4 cover?
It's plus 5 to the AC.
And what was your attack?
21.
21.
Okay.
So I don't
So
know. if
that
it's gonna hit.
does miss.
Wait,
The bear soaks it.
That's
The
where
bear
I want you to roll this this D10, and if you roll a certain, I'm gonna say above a 3, your attack hits the bear boy.
I rolled a 9, so dingus is afflicted.
You are throwing this firebolt directly into the bear's anus. All right, let's go.
Oh.
Should I roll damage?
damage,
I don't like
yes.
anus, but I will roll damage. Do I do
Okay,
the full
fine. We
damage?
don't have to say anus. We can say butthole instead.
Way better. All right, what has Kalt done to my butthole?
So you're launching the firebolt directly at his butthole. Let's go. What is the damage roll on it?
2d10.
oh, Christ.
Let's make it half damage.
All right, first one's a 2. Next one is also a 2, so you only take 2
I
points.
should not
of-
have made it half damage.
of-
Fuck off.
Okay, I'm still a bear, but upon getting singed down below, my bear tail like flaps around under.
Yeah, some of a large patch of your fur kind of burns away.
Okay, so that really sucks. But it's my turn now, right?
Well, I'll use some movement to try and angle myself in a way that I can get a good eye on this guy, or at least
Right.
get there so I can get there.
I
next
have a
turn.
feeling that deep down Kalt has wanted to do. It's been a while since he slapped me with a fire anything.
To shoot bait, yeah. So you're going to your best bet is to run over to the throne and kind of climb on top of it to get
Alright.
more of a downward angle over them.
I'll run my 30 feet, and if I can't
Okay.
get on the throne this turn, I'll finish getting on the throne at the beginning of next. If
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
a next.
Yeah, you're on the throne. And now we're up to bait.
All right, so now that I'm actually, next to the dude, because Jedda, the boy, and I are all right next to each other, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. So
you still have advantage because I'm still blind.
Do a multi-attack. I'm going to make 2 attacks with my, one with my bite and 1 with my claws. So here's the first one. That is a 17 to hit.
Tie goes to the attack?
Yes.
Then yeah, you hit.
All right, so that's 1. Let me roll the damage for this bad boy. That's going to be 1d8 plus 5, and then I get a d4. Where'd my d8 go? There it is. So that is 4, 2, 6 plus 5, so that's 11 from my bite. As I munch down on his shoulder
plus
where
D4.
Jedda...
Yep.
I added the d4.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
So I munch down on the shoulder with a big old chomp right near where Jedda sunk the booming blade.
Yeah. As you do that, his entire arm comes off in your mouth as you kind of thrash around, and the djinni begins to disapparate.
Okay, so I'm just gonna swing with my claws, and
Well,
I'm gonna.
no, you killed him.
I know. I'm gonna swing with my claws, and it's gonna go through the whooshy mist, and then I'm gonna just kind of like swing the arm around and throw it away, and then roar and clomp my feet on the ground.
I wish this was more like Kalt's transformation, where he thinks he is Cave Bear, because it would be so much funnier if you like bite this guy's arm off, it just disappears, and then you throw your hand through the smoke, and you're just like, wait, what?
Nah, I was just carrying through the momentum of the attack, and then Bait just kind of clomps around like pumped that the thing is dead, but Bait does remain in bear form.
Right. So as the djinni evaporates, all that is left behind are the clothes that he was wearing, including like a vest, some headwear, and some loosely fitting pants, a couple small trinkets and doodads, along with his scimitar.
Ooh. Nice. Okay, so let's just.
I stopped concentrating on the large reduce.
Okay.
Bait is now a Rego bear.
Whew. Oh man, that was quite unexpected, but we made it out.
Bait's gonna snort angrily and like mosey on over to near the throne where that cyclone icon was on the wall.
I'm gonna go through the trinkets and stuff, see if there's anything useful. I'm taking the scimitar, by the way, unless it's too big.
Okay, so the djinni disappears, leaving behind all of his worldly possessions, and out of the shadows, you see the stranger from the tavern emerge.
What the fuck?
Crinklesnoot.
I am not Crinklesnoot. That thing you just killed was the only thing left
Left of what?
of Commodore Crinklesnoot.
Did you follow us here?
I have my ways.
Could you not have seen it in your ways to help us?
I have no ability to fight, necessarily. And I thought if I warned you what was happening here, you wouldn't come help me.
Interesting. What exactly are you?
I've got a few names, one of which being the scurrilous Captain Lizzie. I was one of Commodore Crinklesnoot's highest members of his crew. And one day we stumbled upon a great treasure, and you see the treasure corrupted poor Commodore Crinklesnoot's mind. That thing that you just killed took him over, and I needed your help in order to vanquish this place of the grip of that djinni, in order to get my treasure back.
When it says that, Bait is gonna like roar at the thing, roar at the stranger.
This little halfling.
Yes, just gonna roar at it. Bait is not happy, but doesn't want to blow the rest of the wild shape.
Okay, they take out a bag and they blow rancid air at you. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Rancid air. That's cocked. That's an @1.
Oh no. Okay, so you.
Do I get just knocked out of bear form?
You're just nauseous now.
Okay.
And you have to make a Constitution save in order to do anything.
Roaring, he blasts me with a rancid fart spell, and then I just
you can infer by the name
up.
I just told you that they are not a he.
They. Command F, replace all they.
I mean.
Well, excuse me.
I said their name was Lizzie, so.
Yeah.
I made a mistake by assuming the gender once. I ain't doing that again.
Excuse me. So you plan on taking all of this treasure?
Oh, Oh no. You are free to take as much as you want.
Awesome.
Then I see no reason why should we should be at odds then. I think we are in full agreement.
Oh yeah, I'm looting this place up.
All right, so that Bait gives up and turns back into elf form and says, "All right, but we're kind of looking for the black tide. We have a pretty specific goal here. What
As soon as you say that, they throw the bag at you that they just blew air with, and you can see that there is a cyclone symbol on the bag. And at the same time, they toss the missing piece of the map from the tavern, and they say, "Oi, throw that up on the wall in the tavern we met at, and you will find where you're looking to go."
Ooh, sounds good.
with the stuff in Bait's hands, this was just a fucking fetch quest? You piece of shit? Okay.
Bait. Do not insult our friend.
Bait like thrusts the map into Kalt's hands, walks over to the door, and opens the stink bag at the cyclone on the wall.
I needed your help, and you needed mine. This was no fetch quest. And as soon as you...
And as I'm like shoveling a few more gold coins into my bag, you know what? Fair enough. Don't mind me.
So as soon as you open up the stink bag, which you are still very fucking nauseous from, the door in the wall kind of recesses and slides away, revealing a spiral staircase. Make another Constitution saving throw.
Just puke in the bag.
Just Bait is in range of this
that's
one.
a dirty 20, a stinky 20, if you will.
So you manage to regain your composure and just start to kind of like, your eyes start to water a little bit.
I'm like a cat. I smell something I don't like, and then I just breathe through my mouth and just like.
Yeah. And then Captain Lizzie walks over to Maeve and kind of doesn't need to lean over much because they're a halfling, but sort of gets down on your level, looks you in the eyes, and says, "Child, take this item. Be careful with it. It is very powerful." And they hand you a small rock.
Take this
which
rock.
is an item that I have created called Abby's Astounding Analeptic. It is an item that heals you over time.
Is this named after your girlfriend?
It is. Okay, so Lizzie then stands up and bids you adieu as she turns her attention toward the rest of the treasure, which you can now see the acolytes have returned, and they are regaining their senses. By killing the djinni, you have broken the curse over them, and they are no longer acolytes necessarily. They are some treasure hunters that got caught up in the djinni's spell this entire time. So now she goes and pulls out her weapons to attack the rest of the acolytes and bids you adieu.
Okay, 2 questions, Pat. Earlier, when I was like looting place, I got 100 gold. Then I was like shoveling stuff into my bag, and the thing ripped. How much do I gain?
So I'm going to say throughout the fight, you would have lost a couple coins here and there as well. Okay. So I'm going to say you walk away with 250 gold coins.
Fair enough.
Ain't nothing.
It's pretty dope.
All right, so as they kind of pick up their last little bits, Bait is kind of huffing down the stairs, much like after getting bitten by a shark, just kind of like really wanting to get a fucking move on here. Yeah. There's a lot of urgency.
Yeah, I was following him.
To be completely clear, you guys went down the minecart, and now you're going up the stairs back to the entrance.
Hell yeah.
I mean, if that's where the staircase takes us, yeah, I'm going to this spiral stairs.
Yes, the staircase is going up. So, as you guys climb the staircase, you find your skeleton crew. The wall in the cave has opened, allowing you to sail away with no issue, I guess. And you all notice that the paladin that was unconscious on the friendship is now gone.
Okay.
How's my skeleton crew looking?
They're all fine. Nothing happened.
Okay. So,
I've made you some new friends.
I go to bed.
As we get back on the ship, Bait prepares to lay down as well. Is anybody opposed to just like those of you well enough to do so? We just start sailing back to the tavern.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
We have a skeleton crew now. We don't all have to be awake.
Yeah. Wait, so is Kalt like Fantasia style directing the skeletons around the ship?
Yep.
All of the skeletons now perform all of the duties for like actually preparing the ship.
Okay, so as that happens, Bait is about to go downstairs, but then he steps back over to Kalt and Jedda, and says to Kalt, "Last time we were at that tavern, magic got away from us. So, looks like we haven't really even started on this particular journey."
I mean, I think we left there in great fashion. A nice bar brawl. I think everything worked out fine.
I mean, maybe they don't know it was Maeve who caused the kill everyone.
We can only hope as much. Bait looks at the sky, discerns the direction they have to go, points the correct direction, which I believe would be northwest into the channel.
Yep.
And then says, "All right, let's go to the tavern and pray that we can actually get a move on. Don't lose that map."
I got bit by a shark.
Before we start, though, I want to say one thing. I need to know this. Pat, did you come up with that Roy G. Biv puzzle, or did you find it?
I came up with it.
That is such a good puzzle.
I came up with all of the puzzles in this.
Yeah.
This
No, that
adventure.
Roy G. Biv puzzle's rad.
It's red.
Honestly,
Oh.
Pat, you have a gift, and it's amazing. That was I'm going to steal that puzzle and use it in one of my games. It's that good.
Yes, it's.
Yeah.
I struggle.
Don't use it in another Dice Populi game.
Yeah.
That would be lame for listeners.
The thing that I walk a line with is how making them too difficult to like understand. I want you to understand the concept of the puzzle pretty quickly. Otherwise, it's just like we sit around while
Right.
Yeah.
while you flounder about. So I tried to make it kind of easy.
Flounder with the
Fish.
fish.
Okay.
The other one,
All right.
The other one was born out of one of the storylines from Teen Wolf. So actually, two of them were. The very first one, where you guys had to go through the hole in the wall. That was also a Teen Wolf related puzzle. So
Oh, God.
I love
Okay.
it.
So
This-
Pat, what have you been watching recently?
I wrote, well, not recently. This has been like months ago. At
It's
this
just part
point.
of his DNA at this
Yeah.
point.
I had watched that character arc in Teen Wolf is seriously like one of the best moments on television, though.